going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So, just beat Mortal Kombat 1, the campaign. Pretty good campaign. I do not like the character designs, like, at all. I think they're horrible. I really wish NetherRealm Studios would go back to more like MK9, MKX. I think the designs are terrible. The story was interesting. I didn't mind the story. I thought it was really good, actually, for what it was. I just hate the character design. The fighting style is better than MK11, not as good as X or 9, but it is better. So I did follow some of your guys' advice, and I put the other 1/10 scale raptors here, and I've been through the Dilophosaurus there. Kind of put the plant over their bases to kind of have it like all one little diorama, if you will. I think it looks good, actually. I think it looks better that way, you know, because in that scene there was actually multiple velociraptors, so that actually makes quite a bit of sense. So yeah, that is good. So there is the robot vacuum going off, as it always does every night. Sold. And link on Epona, Gonzo. I did make a few changes here. I did a little short on it, but wanted to show you guys in video. So I didn't like having Majin Vegeta here. Just didn't make sense to me. And I needed to have it as Prime 1 Vegeta because I think this companionship is so perfect. You know, nothing beats this. And then, of course, I put the Vegeta head holder there. You know, and I think I'm just going to sell the Trunks head holder. I got it down there. It's not a good spot. I'm just going to sell that. So if anyone wants it, message me. We moved Goku's head holder there with the DBZ logo. And I switched it out to the Super Saiyan 3 head, which frankly, that thing is so damn cool. It's not even funny. And I did have KD Kid Buu there this morning. Now it's gone because it's sold. Ryu Buu will go there. And I actually did a little switcheroo on this. Because previously I had like that right there, that there, all side by side, and I didn't like it. It was grinding my gears, and I thought, how can I make this work and still keep KD Vegeta? I mean, I could sell KD Vegeta, however, there's a good reason I don't want to do that. First off, this particular scene, I absolutely love it. Vegeta raising his chin like that, and then the ki blast, ugh. That is like 10 out of 10 coolness for me. You know, such an epic moment, and I really want to have a statue of that, and Katie killed it on the statue, and so I don't want to sell it. So that is how I'm doing it, and this looks much better. And Ryu Buu is going to go fantastic there. The only thing I will change is I'm going to add an underbase to it, because it doesn't have one. So I'll probably do something similar to what I did with Krillin, you know, gather like a black underbase, throw a DBZ logo, call it a day. So, yeah, that looks good. The one section of the DBZ setup I am not content and happy with is this. I like Broly in there. However, I don't like the fact it's tons of height above the Broly bust, and it just doesn't, you know, like there's too much available height here. What I'm thinking is we throw Sume Frieza there. Because, one, it's going to match Broly being the same company. Two, you know, from the newer movie, Broly and Frieza were intertwined and, you know, both fought Goku. So, I'll have to... I don't know if I can fit it with the Broly bust. You know, I'll probably have to, I don't know, move that, box it up, sell it. And then obviously remove the Piccolo bus. I just put them there for now. But I think Sume Frieza can go there. And that would allow me to keep KD Frieza. Because KD Frieza is such a perfect companion to KD Goku. You know, I think a companion's better than Sume will. You know, that setup is perfect. So, the one thing that will happen is, eventually, if my buyer ever actually pays me, we'll get rid of KD Trunks, raise Infinity, and then do a Tien Shinhan there with Chaozu. That's the hope. You know, kind of have like those additional Z warriors, especially from like Saiyan Saga. You know, the idea is kind of have like sort of a Saiyan Saga, even though I don't have a Vegeta and Nappa. And there is a 1/4 version, which I really like, but that thing's a massive space hog. And I got enough Vegeta already. The only thing I would consider is a solid Goku versus Vegeta Saiyan Saga. That is something I would get. We've seen one, wasn't the biggest fan. It was kind of weird diorama, so I'm not looking to get that. But I think you know, overall, it was for the best for me to downsize DBZ. You know, I'd been thinking about it for a while, and I really did love the whole Goku Vegeta bust setup. I thought that was freaking perfect, and I'd still love to somehow even have that. But I sort of do in general, because I got this Goku bust setup, and then I have the Vegeta setup directly behind it. So it does work. You know, and we were able to fix a lot of displays. We got our dedicated God of War setup. We were able to free up horror space, AVP space. We were able to create quite a bit of space in multiple areas in the collection and make it more spacious and look better. And we were able to, you know, move Bruce Lee there. Would I still sell Bruce Lee? I mean, if I got a offer, yes. So I'm still open to selling it. If I was to sell it, I would move Devil May Cry to the left, Last of Us with Clicker Bust in the middle, and do Resident Evil 3 and 2 below, and do Horizon Zero Dawn there. That is how I would do that setup. So, you know, I'd have to do Clicker Bust in the middle, because, you know, I'd only have one bust. Right now, it does work, it's symmetrical, a bust on each side of the Devil May Cry. But if we got rid of Bruce Lee, you know, then I'd do that. Now the question begs, is Resident Evil 3 better than Bruce Lee? Because if you think about it, you know, I was offering to sell Bruce Lee for a $2,000 loss, and after shipping, I'd probably only get $3,500. Resident Evil 3 is $3,000. So it's like I get $500 and lose a Infinity Studios bust, and a very good looking, like awesome, epic 1/3 Bruce Lee. So I don't think it's worth it, honestly. So I think it's best to just keep Bruce Lee. You know, it's a good transition into video games from MK anyways. And we just get The Last of Us, Dio, Uncharted, another Siri, and call it a day. And then, of course, you know, Sume Frieza, Ryu Boo, eventually a Tien Shinhan. You know, in God of War, we're waiting on the Kratos custom. It shipped a week ago. Tracking still doesn't work, but it's coming from Mexico, so tracking's always kind of iffy. I'll probably just end up showing tracking in my city out for delivery any day now. You know, custom Kratos bust, the 3D sculpt's just about done. They're going to start molding it and creating it. You know, we're probably a month and a half out before it would be completed, and I'll get the prototype. When the prototype is complete and I do my YouTube review, the commissioner is going to open up pre-orders and do a very, very limited run. So that pre-order will open on my YouTube review. So that's going to go right there. Axe, Mimir, Kratos God of War 3, and then other thing. I'm also going to move the poster there and do a Kratos shield there. I think that's the best solution there to make it just look better. Poster middle, props on each side. So I think that's going to look absolute killer. So very excited for that. Now, yeah, look, this thing just follows me, I swear. Now, I'm actually going to have to probably maybe even box these up. They're all on payment plans right now, but I might just consider boxing all three up since I'm selling them. Because Mechagodzilla's arriving in a few days, folks. I bought it from Resin GK, and he shipped it DHL to me. And I'm going to need space, because the moment that arrives, I'm going to put it right there, move that to the right, that over there, and then wait for Kong Bust. That is going to be how I'm going to display it. I think that will work best, having Mecha closer to Transformers. You know, I think that will look really good. So, yeah, I'm quite excited for Mechagodzilla. You know, I've seen multiple videos, and I think it looks freaking fantastic. It looks big. I think it looked really cool, you know, like right across from Grimlock. You got a dinosaur robot, and you got a Godzilla robot. So it'll just be like a good transition. You know, and then we'll have our own Kong setup. So I am excited for Mecha. It's going to arrive in a few days, and then we just need Kong Bust, you know, and I've been selling lots of statues lately because I need to fund Kong Bust, who could ship, you know, any day technically now. And he's a very pricey one, folks. 3,500 big ones. So, yeah. That's why I've been selling a lot. It's really kind of to fund him, fund Morgul Lord, Uncharted. We still need to sell Uncharted, or this guy, Hulkbuster. You know, he's for sale, 3,500. And the Mark 7 1/4 is 500 shipped, which is half what Spec Fiction is charging right now. Literally half the cost, folks. One thing I will say, I think you can enjoy collection better when you truly do space things out. and you remove clutter. You know, like that setup looks better than what it was before. You know, much better for sure. Some things I'd actually like to do, I kind of feel like is cluttering this display, is remove all the extra heads. Remove those two, remove that. Put the egg in that just in the back. Put Wolf's mask on his base and remove the 1/3 head. Thing is, I just don't know where to put them because I have the P1 heads in there and that's where I had them previously. And the thing is, having the P1 heads here clutters this. So it's kind of like, ugh, what do I do? You know, anywhere I put them is going to look cluttered. And I do like having them next to the statue. It's just I don't have sufficient space. It works really good with Big Chap. But here, it's kind of like almost just cluttering the display. But, you know, there's not much I can do there. Although I could scoot that a little to the left. Now that the egg's not on that shelf. I am thinking of moving this right here and then doing the nun poster in the middle. So I gain 12 inches by moving it to that shelf. And then we can do whatever here. You know, technically I can move Red Sonja and Vampirella there. Sell Red Sonja, get Blade and Celine. I really need to see that Celine statue. Because that is like a huge deal on this display. Because if she doesn't look good, she's not coming to the collection. So PCS better extremely impress me, and I think a lot of collectors are like that. Like, it needs to be extremely impressive, otherwise it's not going to come. Because Blade is not even a movie version. Granted, they kind of movie-ished it, you know what I mean, but it technically is a video game adaptation, although it's a very cool looking statue. But yeah, so next statue will probably be Mechagodzilla, unless Kratos somehow, you know, magically appears. Nazgul is, you know, not sure what's going on. It should have hit customs already, but it hasn't. So any day now it should. But yeah, that's kind of what you guys can expect over the course of this next week. If any of you are interested in, you know, Hulkbuster Mark 7, hit me up. Those are the two main statues I would say I'm trying to sell right now. You know, Red Sonja is kind of like, I should sell her, but I still think it's an absolute masterpiece, so I'm still not sure I want to sell her. You know, and I will sell Jon Snow. I don't have to, but I could. You know, and just do Khaleesi and Khaleesi bust. But I also technically could do Jon Snow and Night King right there. It will be a very tight fit, though. Because Night King is, it's like, I don't know if it'll even fit, honestly. And eventually we'll get the Infinity Studios T-Rex bust here. Right above the Indoraptor. Anyways, folks, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.